Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. It's a new month and it's the new Comic of the Month Club. Now, Comic of the Month Club is an interesting service in that it delivers a bunch of classic comics to your doorstep every single month. Now, you fill out a form as to what you're interested in, like generally the series, stuff like that, and they do their best to try to fill a box full of items that will fit your taste, basically. So far, we've done 2 of these, and they've been pretty cool. I've really dug them. Last month's had New Warriors #1, which is awesome with the new series coming out. And yeah, I mean, there's always some classic stuff, some slightly newer things like the 80s. If you love the idea of going into bins to go grab comics, this is a fantastic service to get, and I really, really enjoy it. Now, you can go check it out at comicofthemonth.club, and in the recommendation, go and put graphic policy in there, and you'll get a little something extra. We get a little something extra. Everyone gets really happy. So we're going to go open this up. And I want to say this is their first month with this new box of theirs, and the box is pretty sweet. I actually really, really dig the box. So, fan of that. Kudos, because I think boxes are like a really good indication of how professional something is. And this box is pretty damn sweet. Alright, so they've got a nice little note in here. They've obviously said that there's new packaging. They've updated, expanded their preferences, so you can go change that online. Next month, they're offering themes for preferences. We'll be able to subscribe to core box, stuff like that. They always seem to be changing that, so kind of pay attention. They had a different announcement earlier this week about changing preferences, so who freaking knows where it's at when it comes to that. So this is kind of the bigger package that they've got, where you get a whole bunch of extras. So this is kind of like what you get if you spent the most money, basically. You have a nice little sheet kind of talk to you about what's inside. So we're going to go through and talk about the various comics. We've got a Bat Family Giant Size #7 from, let's see what year this is. I have no idea the year. Oh yeah, 1976. It's on the sheet. The sheet will tell you everything. Really cool. Can't say this is something I've ever read, or, I mean, it was out before I was born, so clearly I didn't read it. But you'll go back and check that out. I think it's pretty neat. So, nice classic, awesome, fun one. Another one that is definitely before I was born. We've got, well, this is pretty neat. Alright, we got Superboy is from 1968. There's another one of the collector's book, Superboy #144. It's not a key issue, just a nice Silver Age book. Of course, obviously from DC Comics. Got a nice price on the back of $10. Classic, old comic. It's pretty damn sweet if you ask me. There's a lot of DC in this month's box for me. Got the new Adventures of Superboy. This one is issue 38 from, I'm going to go with 1980 something. Let's go and actually find out when. Still has the Comic Code Authority, so it's going to be at least in the 80s. Oh yeah, this is definitely the 80s because I remember this advertised by that. So 1982 is my guess based off of the back. Alright, so 1983, written by Paul Kupperberg with art by Kurt Schaffenberger. Pretty solid. Alright, continuing with DC Comics, we've got Firestorm, him with the Legends Tomorrow. It's always nice to go check out old comics in volume. This is Fury of Firestorm, Nuclear Man, issue #2. I'm also going to guess from about 1982 based off of the cover. I don't see the cover date on here, so we're going to have to crack these open and find out, at least for some of these. Called it, 1982. Got that one on the nose. And that one is by, let's go see who these are from. Jerry Conway is the writer, Pat Broderick, and Rodin Rodriguez are the artists. So, nice Pat Broderick series. And he's really cool if you've ever interacted with him online. Really, really nice guy. Alright, so this one, Adventures of Superman, Infinite Crisis, #645. I guess this is 2005. Greg Rucka, Carl Kerschel. I mean, Rucka is one of my favorite writers, so I'm psyched on that one. And they're actually got a nice slight run on this one. We got Adventures of Superman, 646, also by Rucka, Carl Kerschel, and Fauscher, who I don't know. And then Adventures of Superman 647. This is Greg Rucka and Guedes. I can't think of the guy's first name. This is from 2006. So we got 3 comics in a row. Nice little run. And finishing off, we've got 2 Marvel comics. Old Fantastic Four from issue 232 from 1981. Little beat up. We get a little crease here. But you know what? This is more about reading these comics than collecting these comics. I like this because they're fun to go back and read the old books. So it looks like this has got some El Diablo action in it. Yeah, this one's kind of beat up pretty good. Let's see here. John Byrne is the writer with Bjorn Hein and inks, and then Byrne also did the art. So John Byrne classic Fantastic Four. And one more Fantastic Four. We've got 243 with them fighting Galactus, which is awesome because I'm a huge fan of when they fight Galactus. That's a nice classic Fantastic Four, if you ask me. Also from 1982. I'm going to guess this is also John Byrne. The question is, who else might be a part of this? We've got John Byrne on story and art with Jim Novak lettering and Glenn Swine on colors. So overall, you know, a nice box. Very DC heavy for me this month, but there is a nice collection of old and new within. So I'm pretty happy when it comes to that. You know, there is old Fury of the Firestorm. We got old Superboy. 2 old Superboy from the 60s. So this is something I actually really like about the box, and the fact that it is delivering comics, stuff that I wouldn't normally go and pick up on my own in dollar bins or, you know, a little bit more than dollar bins. So to be able to get this, I think is actually pretty cool to go and be, I don't want to say forced to read comics I wouldn't normally read, but to go check out some classics that I might overlook. Let's go with that. So as far as these, we're going to do some retro reviews with each of them, which should be a lot of fun. Check that out on Fridays at graphicpolicy.com. And if you're into comic books, in general, you should be going to graphicpolicy.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy. And I forgot the Batman comic, too, that's in there. So, yeah, if you're into comics, if you're into DC Comics, Marvel, comics in general, whatever, you should check us out every single day. We got new stories 24/7, every hour. There's something new, usually on the hour. If not, there's more going on, and we're doing even more of that. So as I said, you can go check this out at comicofthemonth.club. When it has a recommendation as to who told you to go and sign up, make sure to put Graphic Policy. You get a bonus, we get a bonus. So there's that. So we all gain from it. Yay! But as I said, if you're into comics, check us out, graphicpolicy.com. Until next time, as always, thank you for watching. Just watching, you help support our site. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So keep on reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.